Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to take this opportunity while Ryan's sleeping in her bedroom to talk about my labor and my delivery and how it's been going after giving birth. So let's begin. So I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as possible because I tend to be very long-winded and I get bored watching myself when I have to edit these videos, so I know that you probably do too. Short disclaimer before you watch, there is a lot of talk about like dilating and effacing and stuff like that. I know that when I was pregnant, I was like researching all these other people's labor and delivery stories because I wanted to know what to expect. So if you're a mama or you're soon to be mama and you're trying to research for those reasons, continue to watch. Otherwise, I know this is probably going to be really boring or really gross, so just letting you know right now. Ryan was 4 days late, and I went in for amniotic fluid testing, and my fluid was actually borderline low one day. I came back the next morning, and it was low, so they kept me for induction. I had all these plans for my delivery. I had plans to have a home birth. Yeah, I know that sounds weird because before I got pregnant, I never even considered having a home birth. I knew I didn't want like epidurals or medication or anything like that, but I never considered a home birth until I was pregnant and I started researching all these different things. Doctors, hospitals, lighting, I'm very sensitive to those things. They make me very anxious. I like to be in my home. I like to be comfortable. I like to have candles. I like to have natural lights. So being in a hospital environment just made me so anxious and I did not want to go there. But towards the end of my pregnancy, I was not dilating, I was not effacing, so that's why my doctor sent me in for testing. And you know, I thank God now, because if I would have had a home birth, who knows what could have gone wrong. So they kept me for induction, and I was crying because it was out of my comfort zone. I didn't want to pump my body full of medication to speed up something that in my head comes naturally to a woman, and you know, I wanted to let my body do the work that it was intended to do. And so I called my husband and said, you know, get Mercy, I don't know what to do, call your father, like help, you know, have Mercy taken care of because I'm staying here, so you gotta come here. And so he's like, okay, I'm on my way. He gets there, I get 2 doses of Cervidil, which is a mesh medication that is supposed to help you dilate. And so I was contracting for about 24 hours on that medication. And after those 2, the doctor had come in and said, you know, we have some alternatives that we can do. And none of them sounded at all appealing or like they were going to do anything, because Cervidil did nothing after 24 hours of contractions. The medication, everything, like did nothing. So I was like, you know, I don't know, this sounds like it's not going to do anything. And he goes, well, we can do a C-section and it would be good because it's not emergency right now. So that's, you know, always a good thing. And I just started bawling because I went from somebody that wanted a home birth to somebody that is going to have a C-section. Like, that was on the opposite spectrum of what I wanted to happen for my delivery. I was talking about it with my husband for a while, and you know, as much as I did not want the C-section, again, I thank God for the fact that I did, because her heart rate was dropping every time I would stand up with a contraction. And at one point before the surgery, my water broke, and I had to wait with these crazy contractions for 2 hours before the surgery. And every time I would stand up, her heart rate would plummet, and they made me lie on my side for the last 2 hours, just contracting and writhing in pain, and I couldn't do anything to ease that pain. For me, I'm like one of those people that like sways and like rocks and moves to ease the pain, to get my mind off of it, and I was unable to do that. So like everything was taken from my control and put into somebody else's hands. And you know, I know that God is there and He has me in His hands, and He has everything under control. But it's hard for me to let go of my control a lot of the time, and I'm working on that. The whole pregnancy was out of my control. Like, everything about my pregnancy went out of my control, and now my labor and delivery is out of my control. It was kind of just like a total like fail. Like, oh, I feel like such a failure as a woman because my body's not doing what it's intended to do, and I felt just so like robbed of an experience that I wanted to have. I know that everybody says, oh, you know, I'm not good with pain, I want the epidural, blah, 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 I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk in and get the C-section, I'm gonna walk in and get the epidural. But for me, I guess I just wanted to experience the pain because it's a beautiful pain. You get something worth the pain out of it. I wanted to let my body work for the end result, and I wanted to just go through and feel every moment. Like, I know that sounds bad. I'm not like a person that like enjoys pain or anything weird like that. I just wanted to experience that, and I was robbed of that. I go and get the C-section done, and they say that was a longer recovery period, but I kind of recovered pretty quickly because I'm one of those people that like, I'm not hurt, I'm not in pain, and I'm not gonna let this keep me down. So 3 or 4 weeks later, I'm up like doing lunges in the stroller, like with the stroller out in the mornings, like an idiot, like I shouldn't have been doing that. And 5 weeks after surgery, I'm like doing home workouts. I went in as a non-emergency C-section, but it turned out to be an emergency because after they gave me the spinal, Ryan's heart rate dropped dramatically. So all I hear is the nurse going, get the doctor in here, get the doctor in here. I'm like freaking out. And the doctor comes in, I feel push, push, and then she comes out and she starts crying. And then I'm crying because I hear her crying. And then Dustin gets in the room because it was that quickly. Like, they told me it was going to take about 20 minutes to do the surgery, and it was push, push, out. Like, that easy. And, you know, he comes in the room, I have like a terrible look on my face, like, and he sees the baby, and he goes over and cuts the umbilical cord, and I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. I didn't really remember the whole first hour after the surgery because I was still like on pain meds. So I was robbed of that too because I wanted to give her her first bath, and I wanted to have skin-on-skin contact with her and just enjoy those first moments with your baby that you've been growing like for the last 9 months. I didn't get any of that. Dustin did do a lot of skin-on-skin with her, which I was like, yay, go. And I was released less than 2 days after surgery. So that was really, really nice because I hate hospitals, I hate doctors, so I just wanted to get the heck out of there. So I went home, and then family and friends are great because they come and they bring you food, and when you're on like 2 hours of sleep, that really, really comes in handy. First 2 weeks after I think are the hardest because you are on no sleep, and at one point, you know, Dustin's getting ready for the gym, and I'm just like crying like crazy, like a crazy woman, and like, you get to go to the gym, I have to stay here, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. And I think I'm going through like baby blues, but really it's lack of sleep because the first time I get 6 hours consecutively of sleep, I'm like, hallelujah, hallelujah. You know, I get some sleep and I'm like, oh my God, I did not have the baby blues. I was just freaking exhausted. And I've been breastfeeding for the last 7.5 months. My goal was 8 because I have to get shots in my face to calm down the acne. And my goal was 8 in case like my acne did not go away and I was still in such pain and the weight was really bad. The acne is bad. The weight gain is terrible. I've been at the same weight since June, and I've been trying to diet as much as I can without diminishing my milk supply. I've been trying to be as active as I can without diminishing my milk supply. I've been doing everything that I know how to do, and nothing is changing and the weight is not coming off. So that makes me crazy because I've explained it in my last video that I don't feel like a good wife, I don't feel like a good mom, I don't feel like a good friend when I don't feel my best. So I feel like I rob my husband of a wife that he deserves. I feel like I rob my friends of a confident friend who's able to be there for them. I feel like I rob Ryan of the experience of having a strong, confident mom who is going to be able to run around and play with her. And so I'm dealing with those issues. I'm dealing with the fact that, you know, I can't diet like I need to. I can't be as active as I need to. I can't do a lot of things. I'm tired all the time. My hormones are just crazy. I'm still emotional, which I'm an emotional woman, but it's like times 10 since I'm breastfeeding and my hormones are crazy. That's basically my labor and delivery story and kind of what it's been like the last 7.5 months. And I am so proud of the fact that I've been able to breastfeed this long, because I know a lot of people can't or couldn't or had problems or wish they could, and I'm so beyond grateful that I've been able to. And if you guys have any questions, my email is in my About Me box. It's also in my description box, I believe. And, you know, reach out. I know that I was researching all kinds of stuff when I was pregnant just to make sure that, you know, I had an open mind and that I wanted to be aware of what could happen in the event that things didn't go my way. And they didn't. Nothing went my way. But I thank God for everything that did happen, because it happened for a reason. Thank you guys so much for watching. When I get one view, I get like super excited, and one comment makes me just like jump over the moon excited. So I know that these videos are kind of boring and they're not really up a fitness person's alley, but this is for moms and this is for real people, and I try to be as genuine, as real as they come on YouTube. I don't feel like a lot of people are. I watch a lot of people who have the high definition cameras, who, you know, have the millions of subscribers, who have the millions of views, and I kind of watch it and like, what is this crap? Like, what is this crap? It has no like substance to it. And I guess I'm just one of those people that like longs for something deeper and longs for something more. And toward the end, before I got pregnant, on my YouTube videos, I had no substance either, and I look at that and I'm really embarrassed. But I leave them up anyway because they're kind of entertaining for me to watch. Like, I kind of laugh at them. But if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about, anything that I've missed, and I'm sorry for ranting, and I know I get very long-winded, but besides my husband, besides friends, like, this is my outlet, and I feel like I'm just talking out loud to people that understand. So I'm so excited that I'm finally back and I can finally talk to you guys again, because I have just been so self-conscious these last 7.5 months that I haven't wanted to reach out to anybody or talk to anybody about this. And being in the gym has been a huge struggle, because I feel like I don't even deserve to be here, even though that's where you go to like fix yourself. I don't feel like I deserve to be there because I'm not fit, and that like total contradiction in my head. But at the same time, it's a feeling that I can't shake. And so just to be able to come on here and express how I feel has just been like amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's a really long video, and if you are here till the end, you guys are freaking amazing and I love you. And be my friend everywhere is like in the description below. So find me, comment, let's connect. And if I haven't explained something in this video that you want me to talk about, I will make another video. Thank you guys so much. Mwah.